Hey everybody, how you doing? We're back for the afternoon session. We're here for the final hour of trading today,
Hey
February the
everybody.
16th, Wednesday, February the 16th. It's 3 in the afternoon Eastern time, and we have an hour to go. The markets have had a recovery of sorts. The Dow and S&P and NASDAQ were all in the red at one point today. The latest uh, spot, or the lowest spot for the Dow today, looks like it was around 34,654. Yeah, so 34,642. We're now at 34,968. So we've come back 300 and about 20 odd points from the low of the day to be down only 19 points right at this moment. That seems to be what we've got going. We're near the high of the day here. Yeah, we are at the high of the day. Pardon me. Over on the on the S&P 500, we're up 4.6 points high of the day after being off as low as looks like 4,430. We're now up to 4,475, and the Nasdaq is still showing a loss of 20 points. But it too has rebounded from its lows of the day. At one point, Nasdaq was off about 2% on the session. Now down 0.17 of a percentage point. So 1700ths of a percentage point. GameStop, which we follow closely here, got as high as 132.85, just around 11:15, 11:20 this morning. 132.85, and then it backed off, and we touched approximately 125.42. We're on 149 this afternoon, and it's now 128.57. The stock is at 128.57, up 241, but it went red about a dollar, half a dollar for a little while. There was about a half an hour period there, 40 minutes, where the stock was hanging around the break-even line after having been up as much as, I guess, what did we close at yesterday? 126. So we were up 670, and then went red in the latter part of the session. We're now holding a gain. We'll see if it can hang on throughout the rest of the day. Other issues to talk about. Oil. This one here is wavering. We're as low this morning on oil at about 91.71 a barrel. 91.71, and then we topped out at about 194.82. $3 run up from this morning to this afternoon. And we're now, instead of being at the top at 94.82, we're at 93.40. So about $1.40 of droppage has happened on oil. There's no certainty as to what's going on in Ukraine. There's more uncertainty. And so we are seeing wavering markets all over the place, but it's not good. Gold is up $15 an ounce. Oil is higher. The Dow is still, it's 20 points down. We're not going with a 500-point gain today. This is not going to happen. I don't see this happening. We have a mixed market. The market would like to try to go higher, but we've got this overhanging Russian thing and other concerns to watch for. But it is what it is. GameStop right now, 129.01, back to 129, up 285. Other stocks we like to follow: Rocket Lab, 1003, down 13 cents. It has recovered from its lows around 145 today. The shares hit 976 for the lowest trade of the day. Didn't last long down here. Now we're back to 9.99, still down 17 cents. SoFi, $13.15, holding a 57-cent gain today. Pretty well an up day all along today. 50 million traded, 50,600,000. The high today, 13.28. That was early this morning and around 11 o'clock range. We sort of peaked up there twice. You know what? 13.15, not bad. Having a good day. Like I said, GameStop 129.15. AMC holding at $20. This one has been as low as 9.26, as high as 20.58. So the shares have had about a $1.32 range today from low to high. And right now, AMC is at 19.97. And I guess that's about the middle of the whole enchilada here. 49-cent gain at the moment. 44.9 million volume, not heavy, but that's where it's at. It's kind of hanging around. Um, Matterport is $8.19 last trade, actually having quite a recovery. The shares at 130 today bottomed out at 770 a share. Started this morning at 817 ish and went down to 770 and is now back to 819. So we've come up 49 cents on Matterport. 49-cent recovery, down only 17 now. This is not too bad. It's 13.3 million shares traded. So Matterport is definitely recovering losses. Now it's down only 17 cents. Looks like it's trying to come back. ME, 23andMe, started low, leveled off, and now it's climbing. We were on the opening down to $4.52.9. Let's round it off to $4.53 a share. The low is $4.53, and we're now at $4.90, the high of the day. So 63, 73, 83, 37-cent gain. We're up 18 on the day. So we were down probably 19 cents to start the morning, and now we're up 18 on the day itself. 1.5 million volume for 23andMe. That is the 23andMe stock at $4.90 now. It's kind of nice to see it approaching $5 again. It's just been a roller coaster here. We were at last week here $5.46 a share, and it looked like, oh great, back to $6 we go. Here we are, Then it crapped out down to, like I say, $4.52 this morning. That was the low since last week, and now here we are battling back to $5. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, 23andMe, keeping us guessing, no question about it. Spire started high, leveled off, came up a little bit, and then falling off. We're at 279, down 24 cents. And we were as high as 304 this morning. Looked fine. Been hoping that we would add to some more gains, not to be. And we're off right now 25 cents on 848,000 shares on Spire. ATIP today, 285.5 cents a share, down 5.5 cents. The low was first thing this morning, just after the opening, to 275. We're now at 285. We haven't traded much of a range, 13-cent range, and we're towards the higher upper end of it now. Smart Rent is $8.50 a share. It's been a downhill slide from the opening all the way to here. We started at 907 this morning. We were up on the day a little bit, and now we're up down 45 cents to $8.50 after touching $8.41 on 668,000. So Smart Rent has been getting upgrades, has been getting recommendations, it's been getting an analyst coverage this last few days. Stock is not performing at all this week. $8.50 right now. Sexterra, $12.06. Look at that. This stock defies everything. It defies gravity. It defies common sense. It defies lack of volume. It defies lack of coverage. It goes higher. It's at $12.06 after starting this morning at $11.51. I think it had a down day yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. $11.51, and it's now at its high of the day, up 40 cents. The volume today, 81,000 shares. That's all, 81,000. Yesterday we had a so-so day. We had a down day the other day. Back on the 11th here, Feb 11th, we were down around 11.20 for the low. Now we're at 12.06. And the all-time high, 12.79. 73 cents away from a new all-time high for Sexterra. I can't explain it. They don't speak. They don't talk. I don't hear from them. I got nothing. And I love their business. I think they server farm operators. They operate server farms. 61 of them. No news. Got pile of cash. They're a really well leveraged company, and they have every opportunity to make nothing but money. They can expand, but they're not sharing they don't have an investor relations department that does anything for the outside world to keep us posted on what's going on. I follow it. I've recommended it, and it hasn't lost any of my investors any serious money, except for probably option premiums that keep shrinking, the call option. But the stock hasn't disappointed really, but it's quiet. Oh gosh, it's quiet. Dow Jones down 11 points, trying to come back. We've got S&P up and we have NASDAQ up. So the Dow is being dragged by the other two indexes higher. Still, though, it's down 13 now. Rocket Lab still down at 999. SoFi 1313. GameStop 129 even, up 284 at the moment. Now, other stocks we're watching. I see Robinhood down 6 cents. Vanik down. Vanik is now only up 9 cents. Vanik had been today as high as 279.97 and as low as 273, and it's now battled back to come up to 9 cents. It's actually gained after losing $6 today, but it had a huge $14 gain yesterday. So Vanik is still doing pretty good, hanging on to all that $14 gain now. Home Depot down 438, IBM down 86 cents. Microsoft at $300.06, and that's where it's at. It's up 21 cents, coming back from a drop. This morning was down as low as 293.68. So a 630 gain from the low of the day on Microsoft. This is the perfect stock to write $302 contracts expiring on Friday. Watch it dip, buy them back, stock comes back, write the calls again, stock dips, buy them back. I mean, just easy peasy here. It looks like 290 to 305 is the range for Microsoft right now. Apple 173.01, it's battled back. It was as low as 170.05 today, just in the first half hour. 170.05, it was down a couple bucks. Now it's up 21 cents to 173. Easy peasy, write 175 contracts, buy them back when the stock hits 171. It's easy peasy, or let them just depreciate out. Goldman Sachs, man, it's all over the place. We were on the opening at 360, 361.35, went down to 356 around between 1 and noon and 1:30. Now we're back up to 360 again, down $3 on the day. Amazing. 6.07 is the PE multiple of Goldman Sachs, trading at 6 times earnings. No love there. Unbelievable. Cisco, 54.28, up 1 penny. Facebook down 4.81. Amazon up $41. Tesla up 16 cents. It was as low as 9.01 today. It's now back to 9.22. And a big recovery in the last hour on Tesla. Google up $26 the last hour. It's moved up. Just looking at the performance of Google, Tesla, Amazon, Facebook, Cisco, Goldman, Apple, and Microsoft, all in the last hour, hour and a half have powered up to either break even or just be down a little after having a larger drop on the day. Royal Caribbean holding a gain of 90 cents to 87.17. The stock has no business being there. Target is up $1. JP Morgan up 28 cents. Costco down 65 cents. It was off this morning. Costco was at 5.01 this morning. 5.01. It's now 5.13. Huge recovery on Costco. Huge. That is serious movement on a pretty big capitalized company. Nvidia down $1.49 after hitting a low of 255 today. It is now at 263. Big recovery there too. So this turnaround is all over the place. This is a stock turnaround everywhere. Netflix was down to 390. It's now 396 again. It's come back $6. Let's see who else has been making moves. Moderna this morning was as low as 144. It's now 151. Nice to see Moderna back a little bit. And as I say, this market is trying to power up, but unfortunately for the Dow components, it's not working. The Dow is off now 44. It's dropping back a little bit again. Rocket Lab still at 998. SoFi at 1308. Can't break out from here. It's got its 50-cent gain, but can't seem to add to it. GameStop 128.34, slumping a little bit right now. Still up 226 on the day. AMC under 20, back to 1984. Still holding a 36-cent gain, but the high of the day on AMC was 20.58. So this is a slump here of some 70 cents from its high, and so most of the gains have been lost on AMC so far this afternoon, and that is affecting GameStop because it too is slumping a bit here. As I said, volume on GameStop, by the way, 1.8 million. So it's going to be under its daily average, and AMC, like I said earlier, 45.8 million. Not enough. Matterport 814 tried to get going here. It looks like it got to 820, 822, and now it's back to 813. So it's down 26 cents again. So it looks like we're having a little bit of red coming into the markets at the moment. Nasdaq just turned red again. S&P only up 6 now. It's backing off. The Dow down now 37, 38 points. Anyway, there's the deal right now. Let's go. Traders are pricing in. This is a headline. Traders are pricing in a chance of the first back-to-back half-point rate increases from the Federal Reserve since 1994. How old are you folks watching me today? If you were born in 1994, you're old. Well, you're not that old. You're 28. Oh my gosh. 28-year-olds. Are there any? There are 28-year-olds watching me, I'm pretty sure. 1994 was the last time that we saw back-to-back 1/2 interest rate hikes from the Federal Reserve. That is how long we've had a very conservative, low interest rate policy. And it really kicked in after 9/11 as well, and on 2001. Isn't that something? And of course, 2008, it definitely kicked in again. Amazing how long it's been since we've had bumps in the interest rate of any kind of measurable amount. Quite an amazing thing. Thank you for joining me from around the world. Appreciate all of you following me here. We have 96 thumbs ups already on this show. I appreciate that. And thank you all of you who have become subscribers, members, Chillin' with Bruce members, and now Gold Bagel members right here. Oh man, Gold Bagel members. You got to love this. This is awesome sauce stuff. And I thank you for your support of this channel. It is much appreciated. Thank you all. Let's see what's going on here. Folks are talking 1994, the last time the Rangers won the Stanley Cup. And the time before that was like 1947. The Rangers like to win one every 50 years or so. I don't know if that's true. Oh my God, they have a good year this year. But oh my, yeah, that's 1994. Where were you in 1994? Where were you guys living in 1994? And what were you doing in 1994? My God, can you remember that far back? I had been in. I was closing a retail store in 1994. That's right. I had created a store in the busiest shopping mall in Calgary, Chinook Mall, and I had a store called it was called BB's Sports Cards, and we sold hockey cards, baseball cards, football cards, and we sold comics, comic books. And I had opened that store in 1991. And that was right coming into the height of the sports card and comic book craze. It was just coming into that. The next year was a good year. The first year of that store's business was a good year, and we used all the money we made and we just plowed it back into the business and just kept growing our inventory up. And we found that, unbeknownst to me, I did not know that within 2 years of gaining the height of the business, we would be entering the 20-year low. We were going to be entering a bear market of immeasurable devastation. But I opened this store, and it was undercapitalized. Didn't have enough money to really run it properly. But I put everything I had into the business. Everything I made, I threw back into the business, grew it out, and had a wonderful bunch of inventory just as it began to lose value. And within 6 months of the turnaround, I recognized that it's game over. And we then lasted another year and a half, about a year and a half. And in the last 6 months of my store's life, we became a liquidation center. I realized the only way to survive now as a sports card store in the most expensive retail space in the city of Calgary, in the busiest mall, was to be a store selling product at the cheapest price possible. And so we became big time discounters to keep the traffic coming. And in 1994, Calgary had a population of about 700,000 people, 750,000 people. And at the height of the sports card business, there would have been 60 stores, 60 stores in the city of Calgary selling sports cards and comics, but mainly sports cards. By the time I got to the last 6 months of my existence, which we were going month to month, we had no idea how long we would last till we got kicked out of the mall because we were behind on rent trying to catch up with them. In the last 6 months, with 6 months to go, there were probably 25 stores left. By the time we shut down, there were 12 left. So 48 of the 60 stores had already shut down by the time we got ready to close. And I ended up with a garage full of stuff and sold from there, started selling from there. And I sold for 3 years merchandise out of my garage. For 3 years, I sold merchandise out of my garage. By the time I went to the Cayman Islands, because I was then given this job as an offshore asset manager, which I accepted. By the time I accepted that gig and moved out in 98 to the Caymans, we were down to a 10 by 10 square foot storage space for our personal heirlooms that we stored and the last of my store inventory. I had sold off that much. It was incredible. Just the liquidation was just nuts. But that was a long time ago. And I still have cards and comic books left over from that time frame, from that store. I still have some left over. Incredible. Anyway, there you go. What can I tell you? Those are the days. Those are different times. Those are the days we used telephones that had cords on them, and you had the little buttons to push the phone number in. I'm trying to remember if we had any other features on our telephones. Can't remember. I had a brick. I had a cell phone that was a brick. It was bigger than this. Bigger than this. Oh yeah, definitely bigger than this. Probably about this tall, and at least this wide. And I used a brick phone. It was one of my employees who had signed a 3-year contract for, I don't know, $300 a month, $400 a month. And I used the phone and paid him. I think I paid $100 a month towards the cost to use it. A brick. Oh my gosh! But it was kind of cool talking on in my car with the brick as I was driving it. It's pretty cool. Oh my gosh! Unbelievable. Where were you in '94? People are answering. They're answering where they were in 1994. Oh, you gotta love this. This is cool. 1994, just moved to small town in Ohio to start the 8th grade, says Scott Brewer. Didn't know anybody, started playing D&D to make friends. And did your store close because of the interest rates? No. I'll stroke my signed Leech jersey. Oh, man. I bet you know Jim Woolley, then Uncle Bruce. He's a good friend of mine. Jim Woolley, I don't know. 1994, the year USA hosted the Real Football World Cup. I have a Shanahan jersey around here somewhere. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. 1994. Parents dragged me to Moscow to be missionaries after the fall of the USSR. 1994. We had a church. We had a church 1 year and lots of programs helping pensioners and disabled citizens. Nice people behind the poker face. I just love Matterport swings. Microsoft swings. I've made $3,000 in 2 weeks just selling stinks and buying back with stinks. Some intraday even. Love it. Way to go. 2 poor man covered calls on Microsoft. That's all I'm doing. I'm making all kinds of money on it. That's what I'm saying. You can make money on this. BZ level. I remember unplugging the kitchen phone like once a week to let it spin all the knots out. That's right. You'd unplug it and then all the phone cord would untangle. I remember those cell phones. A teacher at college bought one of those bricks. I still have comics from 89 to 92 from our movie store. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Sophomore in high school on Long Island many moons ago in 1994. Mr. Busati, I was crying in kindergarten. All I wanted to do was stay at home and watch Power Rangers. Good on you, man. Yeah, those are good guys. 1994. Oh my God. Yeah, I was 39. I was 39 years old in 1994. Yeah. And my daughter was 6 years old, six now. Yep, getting ready to start. Oh, probably in school now, kindergarten, at least kindergarten. Yeah, it would have been kindergarten, grade 1. 1994, I started a bootstrap business for computer VCR repair was raking in $6,000 a month. I can imagine that was good. That was real money back then. $6,000 a month. 1994, wrestling came into my life. Sophomore year in high school, completely fell in love with it and wrestled all the way through college. Many pounds ago. Aaron Duchesne, this market is ridiculous. How is a multi-million-dollar space company like Spire worth less than a retail health company like ATIP? How in God's name is that possible? That's what I want to know. I got questions too. Oh my gosh. Spire is worth $386 million and ATIP is worth $558 million. That is the market cap of these companies. And they are sitting on cash and yeah, they're ridiculously cheap. I can't believe it. We're down 10 points on the Dow. Rocket Lab 994 down 22. SoFi 1307 up 49 cents. GameStop 128.36 up 220 a share. AMC at 1978 up 30. Matterport back to 803. It's backed off down 36 cents. ME 488 up 17, holding some kind of a gain. We've got where am I? Spire down 26 cents to 277. ATIP down 8, 283. Smart Rent 844 down 51 cents. That's just taking a dive today. And Sexterra up 41 cents to 1207. So there you go. Dave says 1994 working at the Montreal Forum box office. Oh, what a gig! A year after our last Stanley Cup, never bought them luck after. What a great gig to work. I wonder how young were you, Dave, when you had that job? Joe, in 94, I heard about Kurt Cobain on the radio because Twitter was 12 years away. Oh, my gosh. Gregory, what are your thoughts on Matterport earnings? Any expectations? I don't know for sure. I'm going to guess that the number of subscribers is higher, the number of customers they're using their product higher. I just wonder about the dollars. I know dollars will come because once you have subscribers, you have recurring income. So that's the business will grow. But I don't know. I sure would love to see some really great stuff, man. Matterport 804, unbelievable. Coyote 6,000 a month in 94 is wild. That is good money. Yes, it is. Bobby says, love wrestling. Dana, Aaron, it's ridiculous. From where I work physical labor, 40 plus hours a week. Lucky if I bring in $3,000 in a month. Oh my gosh. Lincoln, does this SoFi run continue tomorrow, we think? What's going to happen? DQ 1994. Penn State. Dana, Frumbler laughing out loud. Sorry, drops. Coyote, yep, it was easy money too with the low rent and supply costs. Mr. Dr. Daddy Do, go Spy, go. Grinder, I was about 12 years old in Auburn, Washington, obsessing about baseball and Ken Griffey Jr.'s stats. Man, I was a babe in 94. Dave, 24 years old. Oh, my lame duck. I remember watching wrestling, then roller derby in the late 60s. The credit savage. I'm a bit nervous about Matterport. I could go either way. Adventures with Duncan, Bruce. Maybe some need your picks again. Yeah, way back when in 94. Oh, my gosh. I think by late 94, yeah. By the end of 94, I was selling cars. I was working with a car dealership because I closed the store out and was liquidating all that stuff. And then I got a gig selling cars for a Chrysler dealer. And I found that I could make more money instead of trying to sell people cars. I was actually better at helping them lease a car because you would just have a lower payment per month rather than go to your bank and try to get a loan. And so what I found is I had a lot of people who would come to me and go, yeah, I really like this car, but I can only afford so much payments with my bank for this car. And I would talk to them and find out that they were talking about a 4 or a 5 year car loan. And I would say to them, well, why don't you consider a 3 or a 4 year lease instead? And this way you're only paying for the amount of car you're using. And at the end of 3 or 4 years, you'll have a buyout number, which will be about a third of the price of the car. And you can either arrange financing if you want to keep it, or you just sell it at the end of the 3rd or 4th year. Take good care of it. You'll get top dollar for it, of course. You'll get good money for it, which will be more than you owe on it. And that'll be a little capital recovery. And then you can just release a new one. And every 3-4 years, you're driving a new car rather than driving a car into the ground over the next 10 years after buying it after 4 or 5 years. Now you are paying maintenance to keep it going. Why don't you use the car for the first 4 years and don't replace the worry about placing brakes or replacing transmissions or replacing all the stuff that's going to go down on the car in the 5th to the 10th year. And so I helped a lot of people move into much nicer vehicles than what they were thinking of getting. And all of a sudden they would they would want to talk to me a lot, and we'd go into the office and I just run the numbers with them, and I could show them, here's your lease payment on this vehicle with all the luxury features you want, instead of this base car. And the difference is like $50 a month, maybe $50 more a month, but you don't need a down payment other than first payment and your first payment, your first and last payment is all you need down, and a little bit of tax money, some fees to get the car going. That you're under $1,000, you're out of here with a really nice car, and you just have this monthly payment. Whereas with the bank, they want 20% down. They're going to want you to pay it off in 4 years, and then you're stuck with a 4-year car. You can always flip your car after 4 years as an owner, obviously, but there was this. Well, they decided, I'm going to get the car that's $7,000 more expensive for like $30 a month more. In some cases, it was less. I could actually get them a vehicle for a lower payment per month than their bank was quoting them for a payment. And I said, well, you want to pay $300 a month to the bank for that car, or do you want to pay $280 a month for this car, which is more car? Easy choice. And I was a payment seller, and so I ended up leaving the dealership when I got a gig at Calgary, Stampede Lexus in Calgary. And I worked in their leasing division, and I could lease anything you want, any vehicle you want, any brand, any model. I could lease you a car. So now I was just a vehicle leasing agent, and I enjoyed that gig. I enjoyed it because now I had a wide open field to offer any vehicle I wanted for any purpose. And so I sold people trucks for work. I sold people Mercedes because they want a Mercedes, or I sold them a Lexus, or I leased them all out. And I did that for about two and a half years. But then I went back into corporate finance, which I enjoyed very much, and then ended up going to the Cayman Islands. And that was like the best move I ever made, let me tell you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Dr. Walter saying, in 1994, I was a 12-year-old and watching lots of Star Trek. Innocent and happy times. 94, Ori saying, we were temporarily living in Stockholm, Sweden because of my dad's job. Fun times for sure. Lousy market today. I'm not making any money, says Nick. Got to remember, I've mostly been an entrepreneur. My grandfather was too. You never make money working for someone else. Aaron, throw Uncle Bruce some likes, people. What's wrong with you folks? Hector, in 94, I was recently married, a workaholic who had just bought his family's business and merged it with my own. Thumbs up for Bruce. Alexander, so what do we expect for Matterport? I've not written a single call against my shares. I'd rather lose out on the turn to the downside than a rip on the upside. Doug Fletcher, 94 is the year of the white Bronco chase and Nancy Kerrigan getting whacked figure skating. Always controversy in figure skating. Have you noticed that? Whenever there's figure skating on television, the Olympics, controversy. Always controversy, because you got to sell the perfume, the tampons, the women's products, all the cleaning detergents, everything to do with women's advertising. You got to have a reason to watch figure skating. It couldn't possibly be because they're skating in loops and stuff. No, you have to have controversy. Nancy Kerrigan, yeah, oh my gosh. Bobby, Matterport hurt me when it ran up to 37 in the same boat. Drops, laughing out loud. Doug Fletcher, such great memories. Dana, go ME, yay, going in the right direction at least. Where are we at now on ME? 487 up 16 cents. Keep going. Where are we at now? The Dow down 48 points. Rocket Lab 991 down a quarter. SoFi 1306. GameStop 127.89, 173 gain. AMC is only up 19 cents now to 1967. Matterport 801. ME 486. Spire 276 down 27. ATIP 282 down 8. Smart Rent 852 down 43. Sexterra 1208 up 42 cents. There you have it. This market doesn't want to do anything. We're down 30 on the 35 on the Dow. We're down 5 on the S&P, and we're down 10. We're up 6 on S&P, down 9 on NASDAQ. I'll get it out. And we're down 43 cents now on oil. We're down 43 cents. Oil is is backing off a little bit, which could be a good thing. Could that be a good thing? Could it be that oil's going to back off here? What is oil doing here? Oil is falling. Oil is falling right now. Oil is falling. This is a good sign. We need oil to fall, not go up. 91.62. It had topped out at 94.83 just before 11 or 12 o'clock this morning. Now it's 91.75, down 32 cents. So oil is dropping. That's good news. Could be good news for the markets. I don't know. 100% not sure, but we'll follow it, folks. Dr. Walter, I had a paper around. I was paying £9 a week for 6 mornings, getting up at 6 a.m. in all weather. Taught me a good work ethic early on. Oh my gosh. I helped a buddy of mine who had a paper route for 1 week. He went on a holiday, and I did his paper route for 1 week, and didn't like it. Didn't like, because what I found was that you were limited to how many papers you delivered, and he would make really good tip money at Christmas time as a paper boy, and I was doing this in the middle of the summer, and I maybe got $10 for it or something like that. No, I'd rather babysit people's kids. I got more money for that, and I got to watch their TV and hang out. Or I would do lawn work, but usually I work for my dad's music store, and I really love doing that. Mike, how many lattes do you get for a Lexus trade? And exactly, dropped. Today's menu is steak, eggs, shrimp, veggies. I'm going to treat myself. It's time to treat yourself. Treat yourself. Lame Duck, 1994. I got married, started a job that I'd be at that job for the next 25 years. Wow. Oh my God, Spire. Oh my God, everything. Down 18 points on the Dow. 1306 on SoFi. 127.58 on Gamestop. Only up 142. Come on, Gamestop. Phone. Spire is a run and dump stock. Swinson, 1994. I was turning 1. DQ, Doug Fletcher, and the year after, Lorena Bobbitt grabbed the knife while her husband slept. Oh gosh, every guy went ooh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Bruce, do you think that Spire could be delisted? Don't get him mad. Oh no, somebody said delist. Oh boy, here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wish I bought a couple of shares of Apple with that paper round money. Oh my gosh. When I was 12, I had a paper route. I increased the circulation for my ever 7-fold in my area, and I made decent money. Even got a free stereo and other prizes. Was making $120 a month doing it. That was in the 70s. Wow. You know what you could get in the mid 70s for $120? You could buy a 10-speed bike for $120. Easily could get a 10-speed bike. You're doing that a month? That was good money. I think I know my rent in 1976, a 1-bedroom apartment was $171 a month. That was a furnished 1-bedroom apartment that Jen and I rented, our first place together. That's 170. This is 120 a month. Oh my God, that's yeah. I'm sure you could have rented an apartment for $120 a month somewhere, but maybe not so nice. Wow. Amazon started in 94. If only. If only. You could get a girlfriend for a whole year for $120 in the 70s. Heck yeah, $10 a month on a girl. Oh, you could take her out all the time. Well, I would imagine that a movie theater ticket would have been $2, $2.50. So, you go to a movie with a girl for $5 and then spend another $5 on popcorn and pop, I suppose. That's $10 right there. If you're making $120 a month, that's a lot of money. That was cash, man. Yeah, oh, for sure. I saw a picture the other day on Instagram of a 1970s picture of a McDonald's menu in the restaurant, the prices. And a Big Mac was, I think, 55 cents or something like that back then. Fries were a quarter. Pop was 15 cents. Cheeseburgers were 20, 25 cents. I mean, yeah, 120 a month. Yeah, that's good money. That's $4 a day It's 7 days a week. Oh man, that's good money. Oh, for sure. I used to go roller skating. It used to cost me $1.50 to go roller skating. Then it went up to 175. Then it went up to $2. Oh wow, $2 to go skating. Big money. We'd look around the room and go, "There's 400 of us here. We've dropped $800 in this place to go roller booting tonight. $800 we've dropped. Yeah, wow, that's a lot of money. Plus, we're drinking the pop and eating the food and everything else. Yeah, that was good money. My goodness. What can I say? What else? Let's see. What happened to Matterport is pure BS. Luckily, I have an Uncle Bruce. That bull trap was surreal. Uncle Bruce, can you time travel us to example like this in your broker days? Well, I remember. I remember a stock that I followed with a fellow. There was a broker in. I was in a brokerage firm as just a salesman. This was in between. This is before I became a branch manager and moved up. And I had left the firm, and I was now hired just as a salesman only. And I was down in the dumps because the firm I'd left, I'd really liked it, and I missed the folks there. And now I was in a firm, I didn't know any of these guys, and so for the first few months, I was just kind of going through the motions and transferring accounts in. And my manager came up to me one day and said, "Listen, Bruce, I need your help. You have a way of talking to other brokers, and I got a guy here who's an absolute all-star. This guy is he is undoubtedly the best salesman in this office, but the guy just hasn't got his act together. He's disorganized. He's not very functional. His phones are always ringing, and he's not very good at handling his desk. But boy, can that guy sell! What I want you to do is I want you to team up with him, and I want you two guys to become a unit. And you help him out with his trading, and his enthusiasm will rub off on you, and he'll lift you. You'll together will make a bunch of money if you guys join forces." So I said, "All right, yeah, I'll talk to him." So he then went and talked to that fellow, and then he and I got together after work and had a libation, and I'm sucking on my Diet Coke, and I said to him, "Okay, buddy, here's the deal. From now on, when we start together tomorrow morning, you will not answer your telephone. I will answer your telephone. I will take all your calls, and I will screen them. You're going to give me the list of your top guys, and you're going to only talk to your top clients first. And if you're available, then you'll talk to number 2 or number 3, and I'll handle all the little things. Some guys are just calling for quotes. I'll give them the quotes. And tell me what stocks you're following. What do you like?" So he was telling me some of the stocks he's following. And one of them he liked was an oil and gas company, and it was traded on the Toronto Stock Exchange, and it was about $3 a share, $3.50 a share. And I'd heard of these guys, and he was telling me why he liked them. And then he had the president of the company as his client, and he had some of the directors, and these guys had pockets. They had deep pockets. So he had some hitters as clients. And so I knew all the players of his, he had about 5 stocks he really liked. And so I got to know for his accounts who was who with his accounts and his favorite stocks. And then we started working together. And when we teamed up together, there were 50 brokers in the office, 50. And every month we would be given our paychecks, and we'd be given a computer printout, which would tell us where in the office we ranked. This is a great motivator for some people and not for others. Anyway, the month before that I teamed up with this guy, I was given my ranking thing, and out of 50 guys, I was like 48. I barely gotten there, and I was just nowhere. And my buddy, he was at number 22, and when we got our first thing together, I was like number 39, and he was like number 19. And I said to him, I said, "Buddy, you and I, we're going to move up this ranking together. You're going to be a top 10 guy, and I'm coming behind you. And we're going to team up. We're going to make this work." So That's what happened. We started to work together, and I got to know these 5 companies very well. And one of these stocks, like I said, I'm not naming names, but this one stock had real potential. And we were basically trying to get our clientele to buy up stock of this company because they had earnings coming out in the next couple of months, and they were drilling some oil fields, like on some oil fields, and they were getting good results, but the stock wasn't reflecting any of it. And so we were acquiring stock, and we were being snickered at by all the brokers around us. It was like you can imagine a classroom setting. At the front of the room, the room is a gigantic. If you look from the top, it's a gigantic rectangle, and at the very top, at the front of the room, was the trading desk, and then you had all these desks in rows, behind it, 50 of us, at least 50 of us, and we were at the front. We were the 2 desks at the front of the room with the trading desk right in front of us up there. They were up high so they could see the room. And we were not quiet on our telephones. We were working, and we were proud of what we were doing, and we were pushing these stocks to our clients, and everybody knew what we were pushing. And they would watch their quote machines, and they'd hear us, and they'd want, oh, how are those stocks doing that those guys are talking about? And they'd watch us. And if the shares didn't have a good day, they'd snicker and go, yeah, all their clients are losing money. But then it turned. It began to turn. And these stocks started to move up a little bit. And what was happening was I and this gentleman, we were working together, we weren't just talking to our clients. We were getting our clients to talk to other clients. And we were opening up new accounts all over the place. We had people coming in who walked in with checks that wanted to buy these stocks through us because they knew we were the source of what these companies were up to. And this guy was such a killer, deadly salesman, and workaholic like you can't believe. And I just kept him working and selling and selling. He was writing blue ticket after blue ticket after blue ticket. And it would get to the point where he would have a guy say, I'll buy 5,000 shares of that stock and 2,000 of those. He would take a blue ticket and write 3,000, 5,000, whatever, and the ticker symbol, and they would hand me the blue tickets, and I would fill in the rest so that he could make the next call. And I would fill in the account number for him and what kind of an order it was, and I would hand it to the desk traders, and he's just on the phone. He's on the phone. That's all I wanted him to do. Just pitch, pitch, pitch. And then I would be pitching, he'd be pitching, and we'd be writing tickets like crazy. And we're acquiring stock. And then the day came, that one day finally came, where of 5 of the stocks that we were really into, 3 of them moved at the same time, higher, dramatically. One of them went up 50%. One of them went up about 75%, and the other one tripled in a day. And it was mayhem. It was mayhem. We were smelling the movement. It was coming. We were already moving up a little bit each day. And the one morning, the day of the big move, I'm in the office an hour before the opening, and I'm doing my prep work, and phones are ringing. I'm doing my calls, and my buddy is not there yet, but he's on the way. And the desk is yelling at me. They're giving me 3 quotes. Stock so-and-so on the open market, like pre-market, is such and such. Stock such and such is this, and stock number 3 is that. And I got on the phone, and I called my buddy, and I said, don't come in. Don't come in. Go get a coffee. Go get breakfast, but don't come in the office, because 10 brokers around us all want to talk to us about what's going on, because they've been nibbling into the stock as well. And I said, if you come in here, you won't be able to answer your phone, because everybody wants to bother us right now. And the phones are ringing off the hook. And I said, you can't take a single call right now. What we're going to do today is sell day. We're going to sell stock today because they've all gone up. So we're going to sell blocks of stock through our desk traders, and then we will assign orders to our clientele, and we'll play that game. So what we did is we offered stock for sale in like 50,000 share chunks, and the floor traders were calling the desk trader, going, "Have you got any sell orders? These stocks are going nuts. Have you got any for sale?" Because the street wants in. The story has spread that these 3 companies are on fire. So I yelled out, sell 50,000 shares of the first one, 10,000 at this price, 10,000 at this, 10,000 at that, 10,000 at that, and then the second one and the third one. I just gave them master tickets, just a ticket with the amount of shares and what limits, but not account numbers. Fill those, and we'll give you the tickets later where to allocate all this stock, because we're doing block trades out the door. Desk Trader had no problem with that. They knew we had the stock to deliver. And for the first hour of the morning, I was offloading hundreds of thousands of shares that we had. We had millions of them. We had millions of shares. We were offloading hundreds of thousands. But the kind of money we're bringing in was so high that it paid for all the stock we bought. That's how well they had done. And then I called my buddy up. I said, "Come on in." And he comes in, and my manager comes up and says, "Where's so and so?" I said, "Oh, I've got him a block away. We're on top of this." "Oh yeah, okay, you're handling it, Bruce. You're handling it. Okay, you're handling it." And then in comes my guy, and everyone in the firm is watching him come in, and they're all on their phones. He's here, because he's the lead guy. And he sits down, and he looks at me, and he says, "Where are we at?" I said, "We're having a very good day today. Here's what I want you to do. You need to talk to these five guys, and you tell these five guys, this is how many shares they've sold already, because I've already written down the sales of all the stock that these clients have sold. You just have to tell them what they've done." "Oh, great." So he's calling his clients saying, "Oh, we've had a very good day today, Charlie. We've taken some money off the table, and we're cashing in some of the chips that we've got on the table." Our clients go, "Oh, that's great, guys. Just do whatever you want. That's great. We're happy. We'll call you back later with the final results." "Oh, yeah, no problem. It's all good." So we were all day, we were going. Halfway through the day, the manager is walking around, and he walks by our table, and he drops off an envelope on my buddy's desk, and he drops an envelope off on my desk. Says nothing and just keeps going. And I'm watching a little bit. And he's not dropping off envelopes anywhere else. And I'm thinking, well, that's kind of weird. So I open up my envelope and I look inside. Oh, 2 hockey tickets to the Calgary Flames, row 6, very expensive seats. Little gift for you guys. Thank you. And my buddy, he got a couple of tickets to a game as well. That was kind of a nice little gesture on his part. Just didn't say a word, just dropped it off, and just as a little appreciation of the hard work you're doing. Anyway, the month goes by, and we then get our stats. How are we doing? How much money we made? I know we've made money. I get my count, and I was at one point number 49 or 48, and then I was number 39. Now I'm like number 16. I'm like number 16 broker in the firm, and my buddy over here is number 6. And that means that at that point he was pulling in this would have been 1984. To be number 6 guy, he was pulling in 200,000 a year in 1984. A house in Calgary, average price of a house was 150,000, easily a house for 150. A nice house, 225. Really nice house, 300,000. Well, this guy was making some serious coin, and I was moving up the ranks as well. Anyway, we worked together another 2 or 3 months, and we cashed in on these shares, and we chased other stock, and we did a lot of business together. But I got the offer of a lifetime when I was able to go back to the firm I had left, to go back and be the branch manager, and now I could manage all the brokers that I could attract into the house. And I was hoping I could bring my buddy with me, but there was no way I could outbid the firm that he was with. There was no way I could steal him to bring him over. And so we had to part company. But we had a good run together, and we made some good coin. And he no longer was snickered at anymore. Neither of us, actually. We were never snickered at again. And when I left the firm to become branch manager, the word spread amongst all the brokers in that house. And they went, "Holy crap, that guy's a branch manager now." And that was a vindication of my style and handling people, and working with clients and stuff. And I'm happy to report that the business we did, all the business we did together as brokers, was what I would have referred to in those days, clean business. We didn't use margin; it was all cash. We didn't have collectibles. We didn't have clients that didn't pay. We didn't do flipping with house money. We were legit. We did legit, clean, totally auditable business, and we would have been welcome anywhere if we wanted to go somewhere else. And that was the way I wanted to manage. I wanted to manage a clean house. And so that was my story. That was the story of the one stock that one particular stock tripled, and it went from like $3 to $9, and it ultimately topped out at $12 in the span of a week. But it had been months and months of prep work to get ready, and then it exploded. It just exploded, and we did very well by it, as our clients did, and it made us a lot of money, made our clients a lot of money, and took care of a lot of my clients who had lost money on other issues here and there over the years. I was able to play God and be able to my loyal clients who had stuck with me through thick and thin, and we had our Spires, and we had our MEs, and we had our ATIPs back in the day. And I would always tell my clients, when a winter comes, you're gonna win big, and when you win big, you will forget all about these other stocks. And so with these 5 issues, we started moving into those, and then when the explosion happened, they'd all done very well, and they all said to me, "I'm just so glad I never left you. I just never let. I believed in you, and you were always there. You never not showed up for work. You were never drunk at a bar, drowning your sorrows. You're always answering the phone. No matter what the stock did, you never left. You were always there. Where other guys, they were too afraid to come to the office because the stocks had dropped too much, and they didn't want to come in. And guys would quit the business when stocks dropped by half the value or more. They would just quit. They could not take the embarrassment, the abuse from their clients or whatever, because they probably overpromised and they underdelivered, and they could not stand it, and they weren't cut out for the business because they didn't have the investment profile. They were flippers, and they got blown out, and they were long gone. Or they came into the office and no one wanted to deal with them anymore. None of their clients would take a suggestion any longer, and slowly but surely they would lose accounts, and they would eventually have to leave because they couldn't make a living. They didn't have any clientele with assets anymore. They had blown them all out of the water. Those are the days back in the 80s, and that was common. Not that uncommon, but it happened from time to time in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, of course, or before. But yeah, there's an old story for you. Anyway, we're down to 3 minutes to go before we shut down. Are we almost done for the day here? I'm just yapping about the old days. I hope you don't mind. Thank you all for being here. One memory after another. What can I say? I remember eating a beefsteak at Charlie's in the 70s. All 8 of us, and my father being upset that the bill was $65. I remember when my gas was 56 cents a liter in Canada. 62.9 is what I paid to drive to Toronto and back in my dad's Volkswagen. 62.9 a gallon. I paid 62.9 a gallon for gas. 1975. 62.9 cents a gallon. That would be about 18 cents a liter today. 18 cents a liter. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Anyway, what can I say? The Dow is down 49 points in the last minute and a half, 2 minutes. Rocket Lab 994. SoFi 1312, up 53. GameStop 128.38, holding a $2 gain. AMC 1969, only up 20 cents. Matterport down 46 cents to 793. It took a bit of a run here earlier. Like I said, it got up to the 820 range, couldn't hold it. And here we are now at 790. ME 486 up 15. Spire 276. ATIP 281. Smart Rent 850 down 44 cents. Sexterra 1217, 1218 up 51 cents. As we're coming into the last minute of the day, thank you all so much for being here. I've missed just all your comments. I haven't been able to read them at all. Nice to have you here. I appreciate it. Larry, 30 seconds and you're done. There you go. Yep. What can I say? Those were the days, and these are the days. 20 years from now, these will be the days. What can I say? Thank you all for being here and hanging out with me this afternoon. We are negative on the Dow, positive on the S&P, negative on the NASDAQ as we close out the afternoon here. Larry has done the big favor for us, ringing those bells. Thanks, Larry. Down 53 on the Dow, it looks like to me. Rocket Lab 994, down 22 cents. SoFi looks like a 1308 close. GameStop 128.34, up 218. AMC 1965, up 17 cents. Matterport 792, ME 487. So there you go. There's our thing. Our thing. What can I say? Not a lot to get excited about. What we're looking for. We'll see what we can do. Thank you, everybody, for tolerating my story today. Oh man, my gosh. Let's see. I remember when I could get 4 tacos for $1 at Jack in the Box. Those were the days. Or going to the movie matinee at my house for 99 cents and would stay all day to see 6 movies. Cutting School, Bad Boy, 1994, Cheetos, what is that? Chilatos and a small drink at Taco Bell, 273, including Pennsylvania tax. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh no, 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 no. Bring back them prices. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. I love the credit savage from Drops. I love the 10 burritos for $10 at Taco Bell before they ruined their menu. Nothing better than greasy burritos. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh man, the old days, 1994. Oh boy. Great comments here. Oh gosh. Let's see here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, a lot of folks talking to each other, which is great. Are you staying for the Matterport earnings call? Well, I'm wondering, will that come out right after the bell? What's the deal? I'm showing at 8:23 trade right now in Matterport, up 31 cents in the after hours. I'm not sure if that's to be relied on or if that's fake or real. Showing 8:21 on Matterport at the moment. It is up 29 cents. It seems. Let's see if we have anything here. Nothing yet on a release that I'm aware of. 8:14 now on Matterport, so we'll see what Matterport wants to do. Let's go. Matterport just shut up. We're watching it. Where did you hide all the millions you made? I will tell you that we had such tough times in Alberta in those some of those 80s years. They were bad. Oil had been on fire in 70, 77, 78, 79, 80. But then by 82, 83, 84, oil was a disaster. We were down to $10 a barrel at one time. And we had offices for lease everywhere, people being laid off left, right, and center. My clients would be, were losing their jobs. They were taking pay cuts to stick around. It was bad times, and we brokers were starving. I mean, it was bad news. There were in '79. I was making $60,000 a year as a broker, flying high in 1980. Then by 82, 83, I was making like 15, 18,000 bucks a year. I mean, the money just dried up. It was tough times. And I remember making this move when I left the firm that I had been with to go over to this company here. I was probably on my way to making 20,000 a year at that point, and this was like 83, 384. Yeah. And then I teamed up with this guy, and I was on my way now to pulling in like 40, 50 grand again, which was really nice. That was good money back then. Really good dough. And with my wife having a steady job, thank God, Jen had the steady job that brought in the rent every month, that paid the utilities, got the groceries. We lived on that as a base. Whatever I generated would have been upside. And so when we had a good year, it was a great year. But when I had a bad year, we were just getting by. And when I got the gig to become branch manager, that was really cool because that gave me a guaranteed salary, and it gave me a decent salary at least, and also upside potential from there. And it was a good run, and of course I was able to parlay all the knowledge I had, and now I was getting on top of that. I was um, really grateful for that, and that served me well for the rest of my days to this point. But I'll tell you, we went through it all. We went through it all, and I never had that multi-million-dollar hit that put me over the top. We all looked for it. All of us were always looking for it, searching for the big times. Never found it. Matterport. Let's go on. Let's go with Matterport. The '70s was a tough time. Picked up Matterport today for 777, says Nelson. Cisco is ripping. Matterport, let's go. Let's take a look at Cisco here. What do we got right now? Cisco, CSCO. It is 55.90 up 165. Go, Cisco, go. Wouldn't it be nice if Matterport just went straight up to $37 a share? Cisco is up 3.25%. I see at 55.80. Very nice. That's a 3% gain. Matterport 806 right now. That's what I'm showing on Matterport at this point. I'm happy to see that. Not sure what going to happen. I'm certain that Cisco is trading, probably trading up on earnings or something like that. I would imagine. I'm wondering. Does anyone know? Let's see. Cisco. Here we go. Looking at Cisco, 55.87, trading nicely. Earnings are coming, and that must be what we have. We must have Cisco earnings or something. Second quarter results are out. Yeah. Second quarter results on Cisco are up. $8 on Matterport. We're waiting for that to be released as well. Matterport 801 at the moment. And let's see if I can get any kind of make it any kind of a deal here. Nothing yet. Still waiting. And nothing new. Still looking at an $8 price on Matterport. Cisco second quarter earnings. Strong business momentum drove $12.7 billion in revenue, up 6% year over year. Let's see, robust demand across the business. Third consecutive quarter, more than 30% total per product order growth. The dividends being increased 3% with an additional $15 billion authorized for stock repurchases. There you go. There's the reasoning for Cisco to make its move. It's all about earnings. Very good numbers, 56.10 on the stock. It's just another example of an S&P 500, a mature tech stock delivering the goods, absolutely delivering the goods, and that'll help the Dow tomorrow. Cisco will help the Dow. 56.34 up 209 on Cisco. 804 on Matterport is what I have right here at the moment. And I'm waiting for a release to come out on Matterport to see what's being said there. So we're happy to see a couple of stocks performing here. It's good to see. Very, very nice. Other than all of our other favorites, I have Rocket Lab up 3 cents to 9.97. SoFi down 4 to 13.04. GameStop 128 down 33 cents. AMC aftermarket up a nickel to 1970. ME is at 487 unchanged. Spire is not trading yet in the after hours. ATIP no trades. Smart Rent down 2 pennies to 849. Sexterra closed at 1217. It's trading at 1217 on the aftermarket right now. Matterport 802 last trade. Up a dime, pardon me, up a dime from the close. And I don't have a I don't think I have any specific news yet that has been released. I'm going to keep checking the news releases, but I don't see any release yet on Matterport. If anyone sees anything, let me know. Carol says 5 o'clock. Earnings will come out. They'll have the call for conference call. Yeah, we should have the earnings at any time though. The conference call will be after the earnings are released, and that's what we're waiting on right now. Let's go, and we'll go right there, and we'll go. Nothing there. We'll go to there, and let's see. Excuse me. Don't have any anything yet released on Matterport that I can see at this moment yet. Let's see if I do this, and I'll take a look here to see if I can find any news on it anywhere. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Watching 775 last trade, down 17 cents on Matterport as it's jumping around, now down 45 cents to 747. So there must have been something. There must be, but I don't see anything yet. 750 now on Matterport in the after hour, so it's dropping at the moment. 747 last trade, 751 last trade, depending on which service you're going with, server. But I don't have anything particular on Matterport that I can point at. After hours, 734 apparently, 725, dropping further. So something bad is coming out. Must be something bad. But I don't have anything that I can pick at. I can't see anything specifically. We're at 741 right now, 739 depending, and I got nothing. Don't know. I don't know what Matterport is up to. Over here, okay, here we go. Here, let's see. Here we go. Matterport is tanking, says France. Oh my God, Matterport, 744. I'm showing 733, 758, somewhere in there. Subscribers gained 98%. Subscription revenue rose 47% year over year. This is, I think, Matterport. Let's see. Results are bad, says France. Full year, 500,000 subscribers. And let's see here. Matterport announced record full year financial results, more than 500,000 subscribers. And let's see, saw 730 flash. And Diablo says, sorry, I bought stock. It's going down. Savior saying total revenue is 271 million, up 15% compared to fourth quarter of 2020. Subscription revenue, 16.5 million, up 32% compared to last year. Total subscribers increased to 503,000, up 98% compared to fourth quarter. Under management grew to 6.7 million, up 54%. The results are out, but the stock is down. Loss of share of 66 cents, non-GAAP loss 10 cents. And people are only looking at earnings per share. Matterport 715 on one system, 738 on the other, 736 on the other. I'm showing quotes all over the place on Matterport. Let's see, Dana is gasping. 709 on my phone here. On my big ass iPad, I am showing 704. Cisco is up 4%, continuing to go higher. Matterport lower, 704, 705, now 728. It's going to jump a lot. This is, remember, after hours trading is going to be really spotty, really hectic, and I don't know if it's all that reliable, but a quote is a quote, and a 701 quote ain't pretty, is it? No. Let's see. I know what I'll be buying tomorrow. What in the world, Matterport, says Jennifer. And 701 now. Thought I got a deal at 776. Quarterly loss was expected to be 9 with 25 million. Revenue grew to 66. And can retail investors get a break? 705 to 704, 705 seems to be the bid ask or the range of last trades. Jennifer, I'm loading up tomorrow for sure. Trying to grab it at 701, says drops on the aftermarket. Stink bids, exactly. 701, 702. Try to scoop it at stink bids. Absolutely. Nelson, there you go. 701. See if you can scoop it. 705, 706 right now at the moment. That's what I'm showing. Excuse me. We'll see if it keeps coming in. Matterport subscribers are growing, and that's what I'm thinking too. The company is earning money today is not the issue. It's not the numbers of the company that I'm worried about. It's the subscriber counts. That's where the money will come from. And subscriber revenue is a monthly revenue, recurring, and that is where you want to be, and that's what they're doing. I think the future is fantastic for Matterport. Absolutely fantastic. Franz, I just put in a stink bid for 701 here. Dana says it's going up now, 720, 19. Don't fret, it might come back, but then again, it might go back up. I don't know, but stink bids are the name of the game. If you get lucky, you get lucky. 719, 720 is what I'm showing now on Matterport stock. 720 to 719 to 22, 722 now. And Scully was showing a bid ask of 11 to 19, 711, 719. So what he was showing. 726, 720 range now. I'm showing trading being done in that neighborhood now. MTTR needs to tighten up their marketing model. That's what's hurting them. 718 to 26, 718 to 26. 717 to 718, 15 to 18. Those of you at 701, you might get lucky. You never know. A panic seller comes in and you might get lucky at 701. You never know. 720 right now on the stock. If you're putting in 711 bids or 716 bids, those are also good stink numbers. If you might scoop some there. Again, I don't know if this is a low. This could be the low. Might not be the low. We'll find out. 720 right now, 718 right now. Trading again, 718 a share. 720, 717, 718 again. We're jumping around. Matterport has marketing problems. Says Dana. Matterport has 400 million cash on hand. Yep. Matterport has a $2 billion market cap. 400 million is cash. Yeah, 20% of the company is cash. Interesting. 717 now, last trade. Now, I don't know if this 2 billion is on the 792 close or on the 714 trade, because I have a feeling that at 714 it doesn't have a $2 billion market cap. I think that's lower. So maybe the market cap now is 1.7 billion and 400 million of that is cash. About a quarter of the company is cash now. So 715 stock price, divide that by 4. $1.90 a share cash in the bank. So they're not going anywhere. They're not going out of business. I love Bargoon Day, says drops. Nicholas, thanks goodness payday's tomorrow. Dana, your stink bits smell like roses compared to mine. Then again, I probably won. 712 last trade, 715, 712. Those of you trying to scoop stock here in this low level, you might get it. See if you get it. 710 last trade. Those of you at 701, let's see if you get lucky. Let's see. Okay, well, that says Dana. 708 now. 8 to 10. 708, 710, 715. Right around this hood here. It's 13 to 15, 13 to 12, 12, 13. I'm watching two quotes at the same time, two last trades. When is Spire going to report? Good question. Yeah, but Matterport marketing sucks. They need to fire them all. Hire a firm that knows how to do the marketing campaigns and contracts to sell their product. 13 to 15, 713, 715, 713, 714. There are people watching here who are trying to scoop at 701. So we'll see if anyone gets lucky. Can you steal any that cheap? That is the question. 715 last trade at the moment on Matterport. 715 last trade right now. 713 now. 713 last trade. Okay, And yes, I finally see the announcement showing up officially on my big S iPad. Full year 2021 financial results and more than 500,000 subscribers. To me, this is good news because subscribers are the future of this company, has always been the future of this company. There's nothing like losing thousands of dollars in minutes. I think it's crazy that when the results don't match the estimates, the stock drops. Couldn't be just the estimates are off. That's right. That's right. Well, I know what we're talking about tonight. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. You always stay and explain the earnings of the stock you recommend. We appreciate you so much. Just hang in there, guys. Just hang in there. So 713 last trade. Let's go here. The subscription revenue rose 47% year over year. Annualized recurring revenue grew 66 million to 66 million. And loss per share was 66 cents, but non-GAAP loss was 10 cents. It's a company not losing a lot of money, actually. MTTR is stuck. We're at 714 right now. We must demand that all companies grow every quarter, no matter what, until the end of time. Limited resources be damned. Let's see. 2021 was a pivotal year for Matterport, delivering strong growth as we closed our merger with Gores Holdings and became a public company on the NASDAQ, gaining industry visibility and balance sheet strength to execute our ambitious growth plans, says R.J. Pittman, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer. Our business model is well proven and scaling as momentum increased across our key operating metrics. In 2021, we doubled our subscriber base, increased spaces under management by 54%, and subscription revenue grew 47%, and total revenue was up 29% for the full year in a pandemic. Most importantly, we strengthened the management team with the new world-class executives across the globe. Relentless innovation is the norm at Matterport, and with new products like Matterport Axis and Matterport for Android, we are racing to bring precision, 3D capture, and digital twins to everyone in the built world. Looking forward, the physical world is going digital. Every industry on every continent is embracing digitization, and I am more confident than ever about the company's outlook for 2022 and the decade ahead. And there's the key line right there. They got a 10-year plan, and we have a 1-week plan. There's the difference. They're looking long term. Anyway, there you go. Let's see. Traders are dumping. Puts on Matterport. NVIDIA is ripping. All right, Matterport, you want to be cheap? You want to drop the fur? Fine. I'll throw in my order. Buy 100 more at 701. What to different Matterport in the guide? Where are we at now? 711. We're getting there. I think we can get to 711 maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Mallow, go lower. 711 last trade. In the fourth quarter, we continue to make strong progress in the path of building our recurring subscription revenue business, which represented 61% of total revenue. There it is right there. Kids, they have 500,000 subscribers now. They've doubled their number this year, and it's 61% of the growth of the money. This is where the money is coming from. It's like a utility. It's this constant cash flow all the time. Anyway, yeah, but their marketing plan sucks. Or does it? Really? I don't know. Let's see what happens. 712 right now. Total revenues 27 million, up 15% in the compared to the fourth quarter of 2020. Subscription revenue 16.5 million, up 32% with compared to the fourth quarter last year. Annualized recurring revenue 66 million. Total subscribers increased to 503,000 from compared to the fourth quarter, up 98%. That's double. Spaces under management grew to 6.7 million, up 54%. Man, this is interesting stuff. They have so much going on. But at the end of the day, look at the guidance. Here we go. Revenue in millions. They said in 2022. First quarter 2022, 25.5 million to 27.5 million is their guidance. And for the full year, they're thinking 125 to 135 million in sales. That's what they're throwing out as their guidance numbers. 715 on the stock, by the way. Subscription growth, they're figuring 25 to 26% in the first quarter, 31 to 34% for the year. What if they double it? It could be 1 million subscribers. What if they double it? But if they go up by 30% in subscription growth, they're going to have 650,000 to 700,000 subscribers. They only had 200,000 last year. Hello. Let's see. Losses per share, 47 to 52 cents estimated. Shares outstanding, 288 million. It's not a problem. This company is not yet making money, net profit, but it's growing its business dramatically, and it's scaling up its business. And we're early. We're kids. We're just teenagers with these guys. We're just kids. Anyway, there you go. What else is going on? A lot of upset folks because it used to be 37. I hear you. Anyway, the earnings weren't bad. Is that the for whatever reason, I don't know, some people here thought that they were going to be profitable this quarter. Not going to be. Let's see. Yeah. That's a big one too. Spaces under management grew big time. That's a big thing. Yeah. They're hitting higher metrics, higher and higher metrics. The key now is to for these guys to keep growing their subscriber base, their client base. Their earnings are following right behind, and the shares will be worth a lot more money. There's no doubt about it. There's no other company like these guys. And I am shocked that down here there haven't already been big investors trying to buy up the company. And I wonder if that really is going to happen anyway, because if they're going to generate 135 million in revenue this coming year, which is double this year's, for double 2021 for 2022, gross income will double by their estimates. They exceed that. Why would the shares be $7.15 a share? There's no way it's going to be down here. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. I just think that they're going to announce deal after deal after deal. What are they going to do with the 400 million? That's what I want to know. They have $400 million in the bank. They're not going under. They got money for the next 5 years to keep growing out their numbers. They get to 2 million subscribers, quadruple where they are now. They will likely be generating $300 million a year in revenues, probably breaking even at that point, or already pulling a profit out already. Then it's a matter of, well, how high can they go? Can they go to 4 million subscribers, 6 million? I think they can go to 10 million. There's a lot of potential here, a ton, and they're at 500,000. In other words, they can grow to 20-fold yet. They can become 20 times larger than they are now, plus all the other income sources they have. Yeah, well, that's a $1.4 billion revenue company, making $3 a share profit times 20 times earnings, $60 stock, just kind of a, whatever. I don't know. Let's see. What can I say? We'll see what's going on. Matterport, 714 last trade. We have stink bids all over the place at 701. Will folks get any? I don't know. We've traded 696,000 here so far. And will it bounce up, and how fast? Wouldn't surprise me if it even goes higher. Anyway, there you go. Let's go. AZ, Spire, ATIP, and Matterport. They're all reportedly delisting, as reported by nobody. There you go. Can Matterport be delisted tomorrow? Anybody? I think the future of Matterport is all about the ways their insane amount of data can be utilized. I think the technology is just a means to an end, and the end being the incredible monetization of data. Yes, BFits, you're right. And I can see once you set up a subscription, they will never leave. And what you'll do with the subscriptions is what Netflix has done with their subscriptions, and what Amazon is doing with their subscriptions. You line them up, you sign up gazillions of them, and then you slowly increase the price. And very few people leave because the services are so good. That's what I'm thinking. Can they pick me up at 710, laughing out loud? And I declare delisting. Let it drop more, and we'll all get it for $5. The future Matterport is around the corner. Now that's a bargain here. 712. There are 701 buyers all over this channel. 7-Eleven last trade, all over. Just delist NASDAQ and be done with it, laughing out loud. 7-Eleven on the stock right now, dime away from folks around here getting a bunch of cheap stock. Can you get it? Will you get it? Will it come to you? I don't know. DQ 710. I'm watching it. I see it at 710. You're so close. You're all a dime away or less from getting this stock in your hands. It looks like it stopped falling, though, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Some of us are sub sevens. Oh, good luck to you. 710 last trade, down 82. I don't know. I don't know. SPCE is on a low, and they've just launched their whatever latest satellite. 709 says DQ. 704. I'm showing 704 now. 704, 703. Here we go. You might get it. You might get it. 704, 703 last trade. Oh, it's getting exciting. Are you guys going to get your 701 stink bids hit? $7. You must be hit. You must have got it. I see $7 being hit now. It's trading at 7. You must have got 701s. There must be buyers here. 698. You've definitely got your stock. You got to have gotten some of this stuff. Is anyone trying to get it at 696? Anyone trying to get it at 691? Anybody? He got it, says drops. What was the miss on? I got hit, says friends. I got hit. 692. Are there buyers down here? You guys, crazy. I'm going to buy in the 6s tomorrow. Well, it's 6s now. I'm filled at 696, says DQ. I got 701, baby. Right on, man. 691, 692, 688, 688. I don't understand this market. 690. Time to buy when it's on sale. That's for sure. 688 right now. I am showing here 686 says DQ. I got one for 697. Woohoo! 687 and falling 684, 85. What a day to buy in the fives. 84, 684 right now. 684 right now. Someone's walking in with stock. 956,000 traded. 682 now. Larry, 685. Matterport to the to whatever to zero. 683. Okay, maybe fives then. 680, 679, 677. It's still coming in. Put in stink bids at 676. Put in stink bids at 671. Put in stink bids at 666. 651. I don't know if you get lucky down there. 678, 679 right now. Oh, my. Come on. Fun. Show up in my account. 675. True laughing out loud here. 676, 675. Steal it. Take it away from the innocents. Take it away from innocence. Let's see. A company that is a brand new listing, generating 66 million in sales, which is a dramatic increase, expecting to double their revenue this year, and the stock is getting hit. So go figure. 673, 672. The flippers are getting flipped out. That's for darn sure. 672, 650. Someone is saying I'm showing 674, 675. There you have it. Larry, I got a stink bid at 601. I got a stink bid at 601, baby. I'm there. Give it to me. 672 right now. Last trade. 672. Down $1.21. 671 now. I just saw a 671 trade. For those of you trying to score some cheap stock here. 672.3. 673 now. 72 to 73. DQ. I overpaid. 673, 674. It's coming back. I don't know. Well, the estimate's 110 to 125 million. Yeah, that's right. They're kind of looking at a double. Our revenues, we expect them to double next year. And the stock's down $1.20 because of that. Really, it's down 15% after losing on the day already. This is crazy. It's gone from 850 yesterday to 667 now. And they're going to double their revenue next year. Really? That's the kind of news we have? I don't think so. 663, can't help people. 663, I overpaid at 701. I just got one for 669. Michael, 666, buy it all up. Nelson, 673, Phil, thank you. 673, thank you. 1500 at 671, way to go, doctor. And that number was downgrade from like 135. 662 last trade right now. Coyote, excuse me. 655. 655. Larry, you are the stinker. Combine on 650. Let's see. 655 last trade on Matterport. 653, 652. We're coming down. 601. Michael saying it may hit Larry. They might hit Larry at 601. 652. Franz, tomorrow we're back to $8. 651 right now. 650. I see 650. I'm buying a Matterport Leap tomorrow. Book it. I got it. I don't even have a Matterport position, but this is so ridiculous. DQ 599 is not a meme. Malo got 100 at 655. 663 right now. 663. And we got a winner here at 655. 660 last trade on 1.2 million. 1.2 million. There's selling coming in here. And people are picking off this stock. 660 last trade right now. Man, oh man, I overpaid, laughing out loud. 660 to 666 is where we are now. I think the low is 650, if I recall. I think that was a low trade. 665, 660 now. 660, 665, back and forth. I got a 649 stink bid. No, you're on the wrong side. It's either 51 or 50 or 46, not 49. 561 stinky enough. That's a good bid. 561. Another dollar lower. Joe, NVIDIA guidance calculates earnings 115 per share, excluding the write-off for ARM. The consensus estimate is 117. 659 last trade on Matterport right now. 660. NVIDIA, what is it doing here? Let's see if I can get it popping up. Here's NVIDIA. It's 262 down, 261 a share. Not doing that great. Let's go back to Matterport. This is unreal. 663, 666. Awesome. When you're down on a stock as much as we are, 10% doesn't hurt too much. The hurt has already happened. There you go. 666 last trade now. We might be bouncing back from the 650, 55 range with some buyers coming in. Yeah, 670 now. A little bounce back. Just a 674, a little bounce back right now. 674, 669, jumping around here on Matterport. 1.3 million volume from what I can tell you. Jennifer, I agree. When you're down as much as we are, what's another 50 cents? 674, 669, 674. That's the range between last trade. 674, 75 now. 675. This might be a 20-cent bounce up here. Who bought at 655? It was Malo, got 100 at 655. Malo, you're drowning in money. You're already up 23 cents on this thing. Way to go, man. This is awesome stuff. Mike, my 1314 Matterport average is hilarious. It's hilarious. Just delist already, says Jennifer. Mike, I'm going to knock that average down a bunch tomorrow. There you go. Austin is saying to Michael, at least you're not down 200 grand. Swinton, man, a little less than a year ago, I thought I missed the boat on Matterport. Is now a good time to open a position? 694 now. I think 10 minutes ago at 655 was a really good time to get into this. Still a good time here. Put a stink bid in for 575, says Drops. France, I am writing a covered call for 50 at 110 for the 18. I have no idea what's going on there. Not on that, Michael. Belch Creature, 695. Damn, I overpaid. I thought Uncle Bruce was supposed to tell Gold Bagel members the exact price to buy at. May need to cancel this membership. 690 right now, 684. Carol, I got 200 at 650. Dave, 191. Drops. Heck yeah. Cisco and Apple, let the writing begin. Here you go. 683 a share, 684 right now is where we're at. Yeah, I see Joe was saying to Michael, the easiest way to drop your average, just sell it all right now and then buy it back right now. And then you got a brand new average price. So much for the $13 average. You can call it a 683 average. See how easy this is? A piece of cake. 683 to 685. Auntie says, great job, Carol. Michael's going, DQ, 4 shares of Matterport. I will get you a month of Gold Bagel membership. There you go. 683, 685. Oops, 692. People are making money on Matterport now. Here we go. 692, 694. We're coming back. Are we going to break 7 again? Are we going over 7? Oh my goodness gracious. Come on, my stink bid didn't get hit at 661. Credit Savage is upset. Mr. Dr. Matterport to 100. Let's go. Coyote, wash sales, say hello. That random guy, Uncle Bruce, how long do you think until the majority of our SPACs are at 22 years, 5 years? What do you think? Russia invades, and I'm screwed. Well, maybe these stocks go up. They're not in Ukraine. 701 last trade. We're back to 7. We're back to 7 on Matterport. Oh my, drops. Joe, problem with that is you have to wait 31 days to buy back the stock. You can't write off the loss. Larry, we're over 7 again. 702. Matterport over 7. Never thought I'd see the day. Carol, I hope it goes up after earnings. Alex just averaged down on Matterport from 1695 to 1285 with this last 674 purchase. Laughing out loud at 709 right now. Alex, you're coming towards your average now. It's coming to you. It's coming for you. 709 right now. Way to go, Alex. Way to average that thing down. 703, 704 is what I see here with a 1.4 million volume now on Matterport. France. I'm rolling on the floor right now. Uncle Bruce, you are the best. 703, baby. Here we go. Somebody here bought at 655. One of my astute stink bidders picked off stock. This stock dropped so fast, even your stink bits couldn't go in fast enough. How about that? That is something. What can I say? I'm going to go shower, says Michael. I feel dirty. DQ, I'm working here. I'm working, Beach Boy. What's up, Uncle Bruce? You still here? I can't stop. We're watching Matterport right now, Beach Boy. We're watching the Matterport. $7 a share. Hit as low as $6.50. Now back to $7.01. Still down 91 cents after the hour. After hours trading. Bleach Creature, Matterport over in 7. Wait, does this mean I'm not being delisted? You're not going down. My previous stink bid wasn't stinky enough. That's the problem. You didn't put in stinky enough bids. $7 a share right now is where you're trading at right here. Carol did better getting 200 for 650. There you even see that's I missed that. Carol, way to go. Auntie laugh out loud. Same. Carol, good stuff. 703, 702. Those of you bought 701, you're up now. You're up to 703. You're making money now. Easy money on those 701 stink bid purchases. You didn't overpay after all. How about that? 702 right now on Matterport. 1.5 million traded. 704 last trade. Moving up, moving up, moving up. Oh my goodness gracious. 705 on Matterport. 705 now on Matterport. Is it going to go back to 8? We'll go to 9 in the aftermarket. How about that? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Carol, now let's wait. I got 200 at 655. Let's wait. Or 650, actually. Let's wait. 703 on the Matterport. Carol, you're doing great. It's glitchy, says Mike. DQ, okay, stink offer, $7.99. I'm for sale at $7.99. You can take me out there. I'll have a nice little flip in this aftermarket. Here we go. Mallow, I averaged down too. Now holding 500 shares with a $7.99 average. Ken Matterport, could you please go back up to $34 now? Just go to 35. You don't have to go to 37. Go to 34. It's okay. It'll be fine. I'm good. 703 last trade. How about that action? Beach Boy, I hope my new platform will allow trades after hours. I can't wait. Midnight Adventure just wrote 4 ME covered calls, $11 strike, 19 cents premium expiring 6/16/2022. Getting rich. Average price $6.54 a share, says Midnight Adventure. 703 right now on Matterport. 1.5 million traded at this point in time. My, oh my, oh my, my, my. Whew. That talk about action. Jackson back at 7 now, $6.99. It's coming back down. Anybody got some cheap stink bits to get some more? 7, maybe 9.96 or 9.91 or 8.86 or 8.81. You might, or 6.81. Maybe you can get some cheap stock. There might be another wave, 6.98. Maybe you can get some more of those cheap stuff. Let's see. DQ Midnight. How are you writing calls after hours? Nelson, 6.99 filled. Nelson, I'm filled. 6.97 on the stock. 6.95. It's waiting to be picked up by my guy. It's waiting to be picked up by my guys at Midnight. What do we got? 697, 689. Anybody putting in stink bids here? 688 last trade. Try to get some 686, 681, 676, 671. What do you think, kids? 689, 690 on your Matterport. 692 on your Matterport. Come on, baby. I'm at 661. Let's go. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. Come on. I'm down here. 689. I'm down here. Come on. Give it to me. Oh my 1.6 million traded on the aftermarket. 689 last trade on Matterport. Did Larry open the options market without telling us? 688 last trade. 687. Are there stink bids out there? Anybody? Well, I have a 575 stink bid for 200 shares, so we will see. 686 last trade on Matterport. It's backed off 15, 16 cents here in the last little bit. Uncle Bruce, is it possible right covered calls after hours? No. Mallow, volume almost 19.5 million so far today. Joe, Russian buildup continues, but insufficient for full-scale invasion. Ukrainian military intelligence says. 684 last trade. Can't trade options aftermarket, says Michael. DQ. Freaking Larry. First Yoko and now secret options trading. Shenanigans. 684 on your Matterport. 685 now on Matterport. You know, you can't write them, but you can place your order. I have 1 penny below the ask. Alex, is there a gold member show tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time? I got to set that thing up. I better get going. Yes. Larry's laughing out loud. 684 last trade on your Matterport. Oh my goodness gracious me. Folks, I'm going to get off the air and I'll let you have fun with this aftermarket. 693 now, 699 on Matterport, just jumped up to 699. I'm going to set up the 8 o'clock show and notify all Gold Bagel members that we're on tonight. Shenanigans gangsters. That's right. It looks like my Matterport 750 cash security report I got last week will get assigned on Friday. It all depends how it trades tomorrow. 698 now on the stock. 698. Oh my. 698 on the Matterport. Right there. Okay, I will see you guys tonight at 8 o'clock if you care to join me. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow morning before the 8:30 hour when we do the early show, the trade alerts. We'll talk about Matterport tonight and tomorrow morning, obviously, and everything else. Thank you, everybody. LST, Larry Shenanigangster Titus. LST, there you go. Later, Bagelhead, says Nelson. You got it, guys. You take care. 693, 694 on that Matterport. It is crazy. Alrighty, we'll talk to you a little later on, guys. Thanks so much.